Indigenous people have lived in the area we now call Texas for thousands of years, long before European colonization. Proof of their existence can be found in the artifacts they left behind. Arrowheads were usually made from flint or obsidian rock and formed into sharp, deadly weapons used for hunting and battle. Spear points can still be found in dried-up riverbeds where early settlements were once located. The oldest weapon ever discovered in North America dates back over 15,000 years. It was a spear point tip found in Texas. Several native nations have called Texas home, but none amassed as much power as the Comanche. What made them so dominant? The very animal brought to the continent to conquer them, the horse. Spanish colonizers came to the region with horses, but it was the Comanche who became expert riders. Some say that mounted Comanche could shoot 20 arrows in the time it took to reload a gun. The Comanche weren't only warriors. They developed an extensive trade network, which by the mid-19th century included German settlers in Fredericksburg, Texas. But it was the buffalo the Comanche relied on to survive. Great herds of buffalo once roamed the country, and the Comanche used every part of the animal. Their meat became food, their hides shelter, and their bones tools. When the U.S. Army and hunters slaughtered nearly 30 million buffalo by the end of the 19th century, it effectively defeated the nomadic tribes. But Native American culture is more than just tools and arrowheads left behind on the Great Plains. Today, there are 17,000 enrolled members of the Comanche Nation who continue to practice the traditions of their ancestors. Around 34,000 years ago, our ancestors did something that would change the course of history. They created thread by twisting together flax fibers. So what, you ask? It was the simple beginning of fabric making. Now a person didn't need to wear an animal pelt to stay warm. They could make their own clothes with what was around them. It wasn't just plants that were used to make material, but animals as well, primarily sheep. First, the sheep were shorn. The fleece from that haircut was washed, brushed, and then stretched, spun, and twisted into yarn. Wool, this simple, durable fiber that has been keeping people warm for centuries. Fabric was a valuable part of ancient civilizations. In Egypt, wrapping mummies with linen was a sacred tradition. In China, larvae spun cocoons that transformed into a luxury fabric, silk. For thousands of years, nimble-fingered artisans around the globe created complicated fabrics by hand. But at the beginning of the 19th century, textile manufacturing became automated. Weaving was a tedious process until one man, Joseph Marie Jacquard, created a loom that used punch cards. Patterns no longer had to be set by hand. Now, complicated patterns could be programmed. Believe it or not, this punch card technology didn't just transform textiles, it revolutionized the computer technology we rely on today. It seems that textiles are woven into human history. And to think, it all began with a single thread.